Welcome back. PolitiFact doubling down on their widely mocked fact-check claim that Kyle Rittenhouse's possession of a weapon was not legal.
Joining us now, Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, they put out this very, very long, wordy statement that really doesn't get to the heart of it. They literally missed the main point, and that is, as such, talked about this on Fox and Friends yesterday, the law aims for short-barreled shotguns. The goal was to prevent gang violence by prohibiting youth from carrying sawed-off shotguns. The Rittenhouse lawyers figured this out, and what did they do? They briefed it to the court. Court had no opportunity to do anything other than dismiss this charge. How can PolitiFact call itself a fact checker and still ignore what I just said?
Yeah, Todd, let's unpack this, okay? If the judge throws out the gun charge, logic and sanity says PolitiFact should do the same and award itself a pants on fire, which sounds painful. But since they're agenda-driven instead of fact-driven, that just ain't happening. Remember, PolitiFact is the fact-checking organization who ruled that any claim that COVID-19 came from a lab in Wuhan is a pants-on-fire claim, a blatant lie, right? Turns out that may be true and worthy of discussion and further investigation. And remember, it was Facebook's fact-checkers who ruled that the contents of emails on Hunter Biden's laptop was a product of Russian disinformation and therefore should be censored. So, I guess the question is, who fact-checks the fact-checkers at this point? Because even they can't be trusted.
Yeah, another thing we want to get to is YouTube, and they censored a number of independent law firms who were commenting on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and they say that the censorship was because of some issue with the video, a copyright issue. Are you buying that explanation? PBS and other outlets that were commenting on the trial were not affected by this.
That's the thing, right? Well, why would YouTube censor live streams of a public hearing that is already broadcast basically everywhere all over the country? The answer is because, like Facebook and Twitter, they're hopelessly biased and believe in right and wrong speech. Now, who dictates what's right in the right kind of speech and the right kind of wrong speech? And that's the thing. There is no right or wrong speech, right? It's free speech. But the problem is they're a private company, and they're owned by Google, and therefore they can do whatever they please until these tech monopolies are broken up.
Meantime, Joy Reid is angry. Yeah. Breaking news. Listen.
His numbers are pretty low right now. There's also a lot of Americans who, despite having gotten the shots and checks, are still telling pollsters that he's accomplished nothing or almost nothing, which I find amazing. I guess they spent the whole $2,000. Now they're not happy anymore.
Yeah, obviously, she's not happy with Joe Biden's approval rating. Isn't Joy Reid, though, basically admitting that the stimulus checks were a bribe to get votes and that the bribes didn't work because Joe Biden is so bad?
Wow. I mean, I think she just uncovered something. So $2,000 per year should result in everyone falling in line behind any president, particularly this one who presides over 30-year high inflation and skyrocketing gas prices. By the way, that $2,000 went to people many months ago. But since Joy Reid is somehow a primetime host who lives in an elite bubble, all while being a member of the richest 1%, by the way, she has zero clue just how far $2,000 can get you, particularly in this economy. It's an insane argument from a not-so-sane host. And speaking of hosts, by the way, it looks like Shimkus, I knew you would end up in Hollywood. Likely you're starring in the next Roadhouse remake in the Kelly Lynch doctor role. But, oh, wait, is that Hollywood, Florida? Oh, well, knocking dead, KS.
It's Hollywood, Florida. It's the better Hollywood, Joe. Come on.
Roadhouse? Yeah. Joe, who are you? The prosecutor in the Kyle Rittenhouse case? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot warmer there than it is here, so enjoy.
Todd, you're right.
It's going to be a good time to have a feeling.
We got to roll. We got to roll, Joe. You're the best.
Joe.
Thank you so much for joining us.